at why this person and what they wish they would have done differently around your energy, the person that you have feelings for. Today, we're going to have a look at the emotional update of on the person that you have feelings for. So, the moment their pride build a wall between you and them, this isn't just a memory, it's a mental prison that they can't escape. They are trapped in an endless replay of what they did, and more painfully, what they failed to do. They are drowning in a regret so intense that it feels like a pattern to them and to their energy, actually, and they wish with every fiber of their being that they could have done things differently now around your energy, that they could have been honest instead of being cold, that they've been vulnerable instead of distant. This isn't a passing thought, it's a constant ache for a connection that they shattered. They're stuck replaying the moment they pushed you away. If you stay until the end of this live stream, I'm going to answer questions, my lovelies. So, the echo of your departure is haunting their days and twists their dreams into nightmares of what they could have been doing. This person is living inside a single memory. It's a self imposed exile where the only scenery is the look on your face right after they let you go. The mind has a powerful and sometimes cruel way of holding on to what it's lost, and for them, this regret is an intrusive, heavy presence that colors everything. Psychological studies show that while many regrets fade, romantic feelings are often the most persistent because they are tied to our basic human need for connection. This person isn't just sad, they're feeling proudly, profoundly. They are also very proud and stubborn, by the way, but they feel profoundly stuck, as if they are anchored to this one monumental failure. They are haunted by counterfactuals, the energy as well, looking at things, and I'm sensing they have what ifs and if onlys that play on relentless loop. What if I had just said what I felt this person is thinking around your energy? If only I had reached for your hand instead of turning away. These aren't just passing thoughts, they are vivid, detailed movies of an alternate reality that they believe they were supposed to have with you. But definitely, research suggests that regrets tied to inaction, the things we didn't do, are often the ones that linger the longest and cause the most pain. Every missed chance to be sober and softer, or like sober emotionally, I mean, or softer, is just opening a new ghost that follows them. And they think about you all the time. It's like you are in their mind, in their head. Now, they think they see you in crowds. If you stay till the end of the live stream, I'm going to answer specific questions, my lovelies, for each one of you. And I'm going to finish in about 7 to 10 minutes this emotional update right here. So, the world has become a constant, painful reminder of the love they were too proud or too scared to hold on to. Now, the real tragedy here is the massive gap between what they showed you and what they actually failed. On the outside, they were probably cold, distant, dismissive. They built a fortress of indifference and pushed you away, making you feel like you weren't enough as well. But that was the mask. That kind of pride isn't confidence, it's a shield. It's a shield born from a deeper fear of being vulnerable. It's a voice that whispers. Admitting you are wrong is weak, they thought, or saying I'm sorry means you lose. So this person let that voice win. Behind that cold facade, their heart was screaming your name. The truth, the one they now have to live with, actually, is that their feelings for you were anything but casual. It was an intense, all consuming fire. They were terrified to let anyone see. They were afraid that if they showed you how much they cared, you might reject them, or worse, they'd lose control. So they chose what felt safer as an energy: control over connection, ego over intimacy. Now, in the silence they created, the truth is all they have left, and they know that every time they pushed you away, they were betraying themselves. They regret the lie of their coldness more than anything because it cost them the one person who saw past the walls that they were trying to hide very hardly behind the scenes. Now, I feel they get it now, finally. You see, the true strength isn't about being emotionally unavailable, it's about having the courage to be vulnerable with someone that you love. It's a lesson they learned far too late, I feel. And the most terrifying and tormenting part of all this is the ghost of what if. Yes, of course, Hardik, I will look at your energy after this. Is the endless list of missed opportunities they can't stop replaying. So even the psychologists have noticed that it's often easier for our minds to process a mistake we made than to live with the infinite unknown possibilities, like of a path we didn't choose, and they are haunted by the specifics. They regret not kissing you that only one night when the air was thick with unspoken words. They regret letting the phone ring. They telling themselves that they called back later only to let later turn into an eternity of silence. They regret not fighting for you when they had the chance, when you were standing right there, just waiting for a reason to stay. They remember arguments were what they choose to be right, like because they wanted to be right, but instead of being kind, not realizing they were losing the war for your heart. And they see this not as small missteps but as colossal failures of nerve. In fact, some studies have found that for men in particular, failing to pursue a romantic possibility can lead to some of the most intense feelings of regret. And obviously, this person likely prioritized something else, their career, pride, fear over you. And now they see how hollow that victory was. They climbed the ladder they thought was so important, only to find themselves alone at the top, looking down at the ruins of the one connection that ever truly mattered to them. If this story is resonating with you, if you feel a stirring in your heart as you hear this, pay attention to that feeling. It might not be a coincidence. Maybe this message is finding you for a reason. I do feel that. So take a moment, close your eyes, and think of them. Now, as a simple exercise to focus your intuition, I want you to pick up your phone, open your contacts or your recent messages, glance at the third name on your list or the third person who shows up when you go to share something. Look at their name or their initial. Does it remind you of the person who's been on your mind? Sometimes what we're looking for is right in front of us. Maybe this is the little nudge that you've been waiting for. Regret is painful, but it can also be a very powerful tool as well, a catalyst for change. It can be the fuel that pushes us to correct our mistakes. For the person regretting losing you, actually, this intense reflection for them might be turning into something more than just suffering. The agony isn't just tormenting them, it's teaching them, it's slowly breaking down the very pride that caused the separation. The pain of losing you has finally become greater than their fear of being vulnerable. This is the tipping point. The what could have been is slowly turning into a desperate need to find out what could still be. They're starting to understand that a real apology isn't weakness, but a bridge to healing. They are realizing that making amends is the only way to move forward, so they are thinking about doing something that they were once too proud to even consider, reaching out. If they do find the courage, it won't be a casual, half hearted attempt at all. It will come with a level of honesty that you've never seen from them before. They know they can't erase the hurt, but the regret is fueling their powerful desire to at least try. They are standing on the edge, caught between the prison of their pride and the terrifying, hopeful freedom of a second chance. The story of this connection isn't over, it's just paused on a painful chapter of regret, and the person who let you go is living with the consequences of their fear, haunted by the ghost of a love that they were too scared to hold on to. So they understand now what they didn't before. Their coldness was a betrayal of both of you and their own heart as well. The only question that remains, though, is whether this profound regret will stay a silent internal torment or if it will become the catalyst for the most courageous action of their life. That the ending hasn't been written yet. And I feel you're in a central part of how this story will start concluding. So the man coming forward has a faint line between his, I feel they have a faint line between their eyebrows, like from thinking too much, and they are very focused on your energy as well. Now let's have a look at some of you there. Like Hardik, would you like me to look um would you like me to look at your energy, my lovely? So, yeah, there, my lovelies, it's very interesting. Sometimes when we do have feelings for someone, there are other things that are coming to surface as well. Okay, lovely. So, looking at the energy, well, I must say you have a funny name there. You have a funny nickname. So we've got the Six of Pentacles. So, uh, what I'm sensing is first thing first is that I'm sensing that your vibration is growing. You're in a period where you are pretty much done. Hello, everyone. You're pretty much down with spiraling downwards. You've been spiraling downwards for quite a long time, and I'm sensing you're in a position where you need to make some radical changes in your life. Hello, everyone, my lovelies. If you want to ask a question, feel free to type a question here in the comments, and I'll draw a card for each one of you. So, there's something about it, like about your energy, and there's someone I feel that they will come and apologize to you. They will say sorry, they will speak up their mind and express themselves as well. Specifically, I feel. Let's have a look at Teresa Bravo. Do you have a question, Teresa, my lovely? Everyone who is commenting is gonna get a card. Right. So, wow, Teresa, I feel a gentleman's energy here, a gentleman that was thinking about you very much so, and they're in a bit of a different position right now. I feel they're revising their behavior and they're willing to come forward as well. When are they going to apologize? I'm sensing they will be apologizing to you quite soon. I'm not allowed to give time frames here on the live stream. However, you can all access my free readings if you check my bio and complete the form there. But I'm sensing it's not going to delay very long, my lovely Teresa. So, looking at things, who would like to ask another question, lovelies? Teresa, in the meantime, I'll look at Teresa continuously until somebody comes in and shows up in the comment section. Teresa, my love, there's something special about your energy. I do feel you have a very strong healing energy within yourself, within your energy, and this is something that is going to help you out tremendously. Like I'm sensing you will have a completely different connection, a different energy around your vibration. And that's why people have the tendency, my love, to drag you down. That's why people have this feeling like they are dragging you down, but they don't know how, what to do. If you guys want a more prolonged reading from myself, you could support my channel or this live stream with a super chat. How is it called? Super fun, something like this gift. And then I can draw 5 cards for you, and we can look into the things on a deeper sense, on a deeper level. So, yes, Teresa, this person is going to connect with your energy, is going to open up towards you, but there's something holding them back, holding him back. It's like there's something different, as an vibration. Gentle Grace, super thanks is a gift on the live stream, so it's not typing super thanks there necessarily. Okay, who would like me to look into your energy? Who would like to be next? Let's have a look and see what's going on. I'm gonna draw a card for one of you guys. Let me know. Yes, he is afraid of your reaction, of course, because there's something that you are touching that you're touching a very deep part of this person's energy. You are really touching their heart, their energy, their emotions. You have a lot of power. There's a lot of strength that you have there. So basically you're making this person feel different. All right, Linda, my love. So what would you like to know, Linda, sweetheart? So yeah, there's certain different ways of looking at things, and I really feel that, you're going to change this energy that you are subject to as well, because you changed him a lot and you can still change him more than anything, my lovely. Yes, if you guys want a more in-depth reading here on the live stream, there's a button here on the live stream, and you can feel free to get a super chat, and then I can actually draw a more profound reading for you guys. All right, Linda, prepare your question, my love. I'm waiting for that. Um, right. So yeah, in the meantime, Teresa, you changed him like no one else ever did, and I can feel that, and I can see it's like you have changed his energy so much to the point this man is in a position where he's thinking, you know, who are you really? Like, why? How? What makes you have so much power? Over him, because you have so much power over his own energy. He cannot believe it himself what is going on. Elizabeth, hi. Does someone like me and want to be with me again as much as I do? Okay, let's have a look, Elizabeth. Teresa, I'll be right back. If someone will not address a question, I will be right back to you. Oh my goodness. 10 of Cups, my love. Can you see this? Elizabeth, this is for you, my love. Ooh. So, Elizabeth, I do sense this person does like you. Can you see? There is a future here. But this is more like this card is more a card from the past than from the future. You understand, my love? This is more a card for what's going to happen from now on. Like, it's also the past in the sense that I'll be with you, Linda, in a second. Um, this is a card for you starting to take things to a whole different level, because you had a past life connection with this person, and this is something you've had in a past life. I feel very clearly, this is clearly the case. Now, obviously, there's a strong energy there by your vibration. I feel like you are both like two magnets, thinking about each other. Linda, I carry 2 months and a half. Okay, what do you mean, my love? In the moon crescent moon, my palms. What do you mean, Linda, my lovely? What do you mean, sweetheart? Yeah, so Elizabeth, he does like you, my love. Yeah, he does have could you repeat, Linda, please? Elizabeth, he likes you. He does have some sort of feelings towards your energy. But you see, he's in a position where I'm sensing he's going through so much. He is really extremely uncomfortable as well at the same time with himself. I feel like he has a few things that he's dealing with, but he's not very much like himself. Like, he just feels a little bit uncomfortable in his vibration. The letter I carry the letter M. Oh, I carry two M's and a half in the moon crescent moon, my palms. Oh, in your palm you have 2 M's. Sorry, I didn't understand. 2 M's, one on each palm, and a crescent moon. Let me have a look to see what does that mean, my love. Give me one moment. I'll have a look at your energy. So I'm going to connect right now with your vibration. Okay, so you carry two letter M's, one on each palm, and a crescent moon. Let's have a look to see what does this mean in fact. Right. Well, this is clearly an interesting energy, Linda, my love, around you. Like, the thing is, when an M appears on both hands, it's interpreted differently than just one. Okay, so it's a very different type of an energy and vibration as well at the same time. And what I'm feeling more than anything is that there are a lot of shifts coming up, like shifts as in vibrationally, emotionally. Like, I'm sensing you're in a position where things are changing for you as well. Now, about these 2 M's, let's have a look. Let's have a look to see what is happening actually. So it's a strong intuition. So when you're looking at your palm and you have this, you can all look at your palms now if you and tell me if you what do you see in your palms. It's a strong intuition plus awareness of people. Then you tend to read intentions very quickly. I feel you notice lies, you notice energy shifts, Linda, you notice hidden motives. Your inner world and your external life both reflect this type of ability. Okay, so in palmistry terms, left hand is your natural energy, what you were born with, right hand, what you developed, how you use it. But both, it's something that you've grown into. It's a, like an and it's about your deep emotional sensitivity, Linda. Who is next? Who would like to address a question next? So, Linda, my love, it's about your psychic intuitive pull, and I feel you are quite psychic yourself, my love. I know you've been affected by certain energy swings, you've been affected by certain things, you are very sensitive, you know, but there is a combined meaning here, and it's because, this is your marking in a way, telling you, the universe telling you, you have to focus on your healing and on your journey from now onwards, because you are meant to heal yourself. You're meant to guide people in terms of their own direction, my love. Thank you guys so much for being here with me today. It meant the world to me. Thank you ever so much. And yeah, you are lovely, all of you, and it's been more than a pleasure. And I will see you tomorrow, sweethearts. I'll see you tomorrow on tomorrow.